Okay, y'all. We are back. Haves and the Have-Nots, season 5, episode 7. Pieces of the puzzle. All right. A lot is going on here. Okay. So, at the fountain drop, Hannah's there with Candace, Benny, and the baby. And Hannah is over it. Hannah done threw a pot across the room, done slapped Benny in the face about 2 good times. She like, what did you do? And don't lie to me. Benny's sitting there. He done started crying again. And Hannah's like, what the hell did she get you into this time? You gonna go back to jail. You gonna go back to jail behind that girl. And Benny going to eventually start talking, but he's not going to do it while Candace is anywhere around. I just got a feeling Benny going to start singing like Jeffrey pretty soon. So she trying to get it out of him. Benny ain't saying nothing. Benny start crying. What else is new? So then the baby is in the bathtub and Candace has a moment with him. And the baby tells Candace, Grandma prays for you and she makes me pray for you. And she thanks God for you. And you can see that touched Candace. It did something to her emotionally. So that was different. That was different right there because we really haven't seen too much of Candace with the baby. So that happened. And what else we got here? Let's see. Then we got David and Erica. He goes to pick her up for their dinner date. And in this scene, David flips the switch because he sees that Erica, he says, gentlemen ain't for you. So I'm going to flip it around on you. And he goes hard, literally. Maybe not in that moment, but y'all get where I'm going. So Erica at the same time is so unbothered by Veronica. And I believe it's because she's just a tad bit clueless about Veronica. She made the joke about Veronica throwing her out the window, and David thought she was serious. And Erica's like, nah, I'm just joking. And, she really wouldn't do that, would she? And David's like, well, I don't think so. So we're going to see how that pans out because clearly Erica doesn't really know the full extent of Miss Veronica Harrington. So we're going to see how that plays out. So then while they're in there getting themselves ready to go to dinner, Erica's laying it on real thick. And she's telling David, you only saying what I want you to say when I'm asking you to say it. So that's when David goes in, talking about the small of her back and her skin and her eyes and yada, yada, yada. And Erica loves it. Clearly, Erica loves it. So that was that. What else? Let's see. Veronica is over at Candace's house. Well, now it belongs to the bank, but what we know as Candace's house, Veronica's there, and she encounters Georgie Porgy pudding pie. So they going back and forth with this whole thing, and she asks to see the warrant, and she basically buttons little Georgie Porgy all the way up. She like, this warrant is bad. You found a body, but Candace wasn't the homeowner at the time, so it's not going to be admissible in court. Little Georgie Porgy was just so flustered. Meanwhile, Veronica is so unbothered as she always is. And Georgie goes on to say that, they found the body and they found the keys, and what is her son's keys, what is Jeffrey's keys doing on a dead body? And she's like, whatever. I don't care. I don't know. Do what you got to do. That's basically it. Do whatever it is you got to do. And Georgie Porgy goes on to also tell Veronica that he's going to head over to the Cryer's house and talk to Jim. And again, Veronica don't care. She like, whatever the fuck ever. Go ahead on, talk to him, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I got this. And then Jim ends up there at the scene, and him and Veronica go at it for a second. And did Jim hit that at one point or another? I don't know. Y'all let me know. If y'all, what y'all think? Comment down below if y'all think that at some point in time Jim might have hit that. Because you heard what he said in the conversation. He said, you know, I have dipped into that flavor before. And Veronica's like, it's very good, isn't it? Jim say, oh, it's probably the best. And, no. Something just, the way they were, the eye contact and the conversation, I wouldn't be surprised if it come out later that Jim, back in the day, hit that. I don't know. Jim also made sure to mention to Veronica that she effed it all the way up with David, because David was the one that convinced him to call off the hit on her. You know, that's how Maggie Day ended up becoming a casualty. Maggie Day got murdered because Jim set that hit up, and David was the one that was like, nothing better not happen to my wife. David was loyal to Veronica to a fault, and she screwed her just all the way up. So you could see it for a second on Veronica's face how she was just a tweak bothered by that. It seems like David is just about her only weakness. So we're going to see how that plays out. And Jim wanted to basically, he says he's there to apologize, but Jim really wants to be sure that Veronica ain't gonna run her mouth. And so I don't know. I got a feeling that Veronica not gonna really say nothing about that, because you heard her mention about all the pieces of the puzzle scattered all over the world, these different attorneys who, if anything happens to one hair on her good wig, happens to her, she is going to make sure that all those pieces come nicely together against David, Jim, and Catherine. She said it was the Jim, David, Catherine, oh, I'm screwed puzzle. Something she said. But ain't no way Veronica, they all know Veronica is too smart for that. So they all pretty much know that Veronica wouldn't let something like that go down. Like, all the stuff that she's done, wouldn't let all that go down without having a backup plan to be able to hold over their heads, which she has. So Veronica Veronica tells Jim, well, the police are on their way over to your house right now. So you need to, instead of being up here in my face trying to convince me of some crap, you need to go over to your mansion and check on that situation. So they part ways. And what did she call that puzzle? Jim, Catherine, and David, you're screwed puzzle. That's that. And then we got Jeffrey and Justin. Justin say Jeffrey done changed him. Whew, Jeffrey slanging. Jeffrey is slanging because Justin say Jeffrey has changed him. Wee. Like a cop. Anyway. So Veronica, while they were there in the hotel, Veronica gives Jeffrey a call and gives him the lowdown, telling him everything that happened at the house. The police are at the house. They found his keys and to get his ass home. And she's like, Melissa's waiting on you. So clearly Jeffrey's scared as hell. Jeffrey he gonna go ahead and take his ass home, but not before he gets some of that boy pussy. I couldn't help it. Lord have mercy. So Then we got Wyatt. Wyatt still fiending. He curled up on the couch. Quita sitting over there looking like a raggedy ass set of steps all splintered and stepped on. What is up with Quita's hair? This patch. This patch over here. This, and then this back braid. Like, girl, I can't with Quita. And her and her little boyfriend, they just as dumb as the day is long. They sitting up in there just looking stupid, acting stupid, talking stupid. They find a bank statement from an overseas account, and she like, you ain't got no money here in Savannah? Why? Like, no, I'm gonna just write y'all a check. And she's like, what, do I look stupid to you? Yeah, a little, yeah, you do. And she says to Wyatt, well, how would you like to, talking about something about doing it to Wyatt. And the boyfriend's like, you would really do that? She like, no, I wouldn't let him touch me, but he could watch us. Ooh, she get on my nerves. Lord, that child get on my nerves. So they commenced the foreplaying on Wyatt's bed while Wyatt got the tablet or phone, whatever that was he had, and he texting somebody to come over there. And these two bozos just, oh, they stupid. Damn, they dumb. And so that's that. Wyatt seized his opportunity to call somebody over there, cause they too busy over there on the bed fucking. And then Catherine calls Hannah, and Hannah, they talking, and Hannah's like, I'm gonna have to sell that car because I need the money. And basically Catherine is just trying to help, telling her, let me help you. But you know how proud Hannah is. Hannah's not gonna just be like, yeah, come bring me some money. And Catherine also says, well, why don't you just come back to work? Hannah's like, I got too much going on. I can't do all that. Meanwhile, Jim barges in because he's hot off of what just happened with Veronica back at the house, at Candace's house. So he barges in and is telling Catherine that the police are on the way. And they get into a whole screaming match again, and tells Catherine to basically shut your ass up. Okay, you gonna try to tell these police your dumbass story that's got 10 million holes in them, and Veronica gonna tell them the truth. There's a difference. And Catherine's still in that state of mind. Catherine's not thinking logically, So Jim's like, let me answer all the questions. So that was pretty much that. That was the episode. I believe I got pretty much some of everything. If I didn't, y'all just go ahead and talk about it down in the comments. Leave your thoughts about this episode, what y'all think gonna happen coming up, and when are we gonna see war? When are we gonna see war? When are we gonna see Celine? And when is, my bad y'all, camera cut off, but when we gonna see war, Celine, and when is the future president gonna come back into play? So that was that episode, y'all. Like I said, go down in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this episode, what y'all think is going to happen, and I will be back next week for the next episode review. All right, y'all, thanks for watching. Bye bye.